Yo.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, one sec. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. Okay. How's it going?
It's pretty good.
Nice. And, how's Melee been going lately?
Um, it's all right. It's up and down. I'm
Mm-hmm.
improving. I've been like TOing and also traveling a lot too, so there's
Mm-hmm.
like it's easy to get burnt out and it's easy to like be very preoccupied. But I think like I don't know. I think I've been getting better.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to look at my set with Lucky from Gommel because I think I played well at Gommel, or at least like representative of like what I should be doing pretty much. Um, but like this set was still like pretty frustrating for me to watch back. Lots of like blunders and very clear like, oh, this guy is just like rolling me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. It's actually funny. I picked him to FD, and then he said he was gonna go Marth, so there was a game of Young Link Marth in the middle of the set.
I see.
Uh, and then we just went back to Falco Fox.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I guess I kind of want to know like I want to be informed about like what direction to take myself in beyond like fix all the places where you messed up.
Mm-hmm. Like you're trying to
I
figure
want
out
something
like
like
what
this.
the next step is.
Yeah. I don't get to play players like Lucky very often. He's like I think probably better at this matchup than like anyone near me.
Okay. Yeah, he is very good at it. When he's not choking.
Yeah. It like I could probably trick him into losing, right? But like he's like I don't know. He was like he just like opened up with like a crazy combo, and I was like, what the hell? Sometimes I feel like I don't even know where to DI against Fox too. Like
Dude, nobody does.
I get hit by like 8 moves, and then I'm like, well, I just didn't DI any of that, but like I don't know how to DI any of that.
No, I mean I feel you. There's a few things we can look at, um, because there are some like tricks for DIing against Fox, but like, dude, like he just hits you, and no matter where you DI, he just runs to the next spot and hits you again. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But at least when we hit him, we get to just tear him apart. So
Yeah, that's cool. I wish I was doing that on this exact day, at this exact moment.
on this exact day in this
Yeah,
exact
he
auditorium.
also like threaded the needle against like my edge guards. It was so annoying. I was literally like, this guy's an asshole. Nobody recovers when I do this.
All right, do you want to start going over it then?
Yeah, we can hop right into it.
All right, I have is the screen share working?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Okay. I was actually getting into this with I think the lesson yesterday is like be really careful on stadium
On
when
oh,
hmm? What's
hmm.
up?
On stadium like during go.
Just be very careful not to corner yourself.
Oh, I see.
Uh, because it just so the corner disadvantage is worse on stadium than any stage but FD, right? Like it's way better on all the triplats because you can
Yeah.
dash full
I
hop to
always think of
center.
this more like under the platform on stadium is better because there's corner behind you, like
Yeah, but you
way
want to
behind
be
you,
able
right?
to retreat under the platform,
Yeah.
not
Okay.
start under the platform. So like, I don't even bother shooting this laser ever because
Okay.
it just gives Fox center. So
That makes sense.
just drop with a laser and dash to center, and either Fox dropped immediately and gets stopped by the laser and you start with center, or he starts with a jump off the platform and then you can react after you shoot the laser. Just a way better way to start pretty much every single game on Stadium because a lot of people start like this, and then you're just immediately in the corner on Stadium and he did nothing to get that. So it's just a small thing, but it adds up over a lot of
Yeah. No,
Stadium
I think
games.
it's important. I try to have like plans for initial spawn,
Mm-hmm.
but against Fox, I feel like I kind of don't really have like a good go-to
Just take
because he
center
can go
ASAP.
anywhere.
Take center
Uh,
ASAP. Just take
okay,
center
that
the
makes
second
sense.
the game starts and figure it out from there.
Yeah. I feel like against a lot of characters, like against like Peach, I like never want to try to take center on go because I could just die for that. I feel like.
Yeah, but she also like can't corner pressure you. like
That's
I
true. That's true.
like I think that's kind of the reason why like against Fox and Marth or whatever, you just don't want to start the match in the corner at all, so you kind of got to rush in. But against Peach, it's like
Mhm.
I think rushing in's fine, but you just don't have to. I don't think any character can stop Falco from, like, starting the match in center because of lasers. Okay. Yeah, I've been getting into this a little bit with people lately that, like, there's no purpose to, like, a dash dance at this distance. Because, like, what are you threatening, really, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Like, I guess you're threatening, like, an approaching laser in front of him here, maybe? But, like, what are you baiting out? Like,
Wait, do you mean the one that just happened, or the one, like...
The one that's just happening right here. Like, right here.
At the dash back, or...
Right here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It just doesn't...
That makes sense.
All it does is lose you time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mention a few small things I see and look for more. Yeah, and this is why I freaking hate the corner on this stage so much. The pressure to roll is immense here. Don't even blame you for that. Yeah, in spots like this, it's kind of a tricky one, but, like, the best thing is just to immediately disengage. Like, if you don't get this shield drop shine, like, I'm down with you going for that. But then, like, right here, after this waveland down, just, like, get out of there. Just, like, light shield for a second or whatever, or, like, waveland off.
That looks really weird. Like, I don't know how I got aerial shine there. Like, I must have actually let go of down and then, like, voluntarily pressed down again.
No idea. Okay, so yeah, this whole thing, I guess, started from you being in the corner and getting shined. But interestingly, you weren't in, like, you didn't pass the center line, like, at any point during the first stock. Like, you started over here, and then you just like, didn't cross the line before you got hit and died. So it's just something to notice. We'll see if it comes up more.
I hate being on wake up there.
Where?
I hate that so much.
Oh, just like, right there? Yeah, no, Fox is stupid strong on wake up.
I don't have anything good to do at all.
I agree. I like going to platform a lot of times. Just because, like, if they read me going to platform, they're going to miss, like, wake up roll. And if they don't read me going to platform, then going to platform is usually kind of safe. But yeah, like, you're just going to get hit here all the time. Yeah. There's not a lot you can do. Like, when Fox misses the tech chase, he's still tech chasing. Okay, this Nair was kind of suspect. Yeah. That's the thing with Falco. Like, you can do as much right as you want, but if you do something bad, you just that's just it. You just lose the stock. You just have to not do the bad stuff at all. Like, I think the nice part about Falco is that he has a lot of ways to stalemate, and I think that people don't use that enough, where, like, if a situation is unclear, like, so basically Falco, like, only works if you're not making bad decisions. But he can use lasers to, and his, like, full hop and stuff like that, to basically not participate if he's unsure. Yeah. Which is why, like, you can kind of get that sort of even or better vibe with Falco, where you're like, either I was confused and we kept playing neutral, or I was sure of myself that I would win and then I went in. But you don't really want to, like, if you feel, like, pressured to go in by the Fox's movement, you're already losing. That just sort of means you're not zoning with laser well enough if they can, like, pressure you to try to jump in on them. And so, like, the laser being there to prevent the pressure that creates you wanting to jump in is really important, because, like, the reason you lost in this spot is because, okay, so let's have you laser. Yeah, you just kind of went for laser and you just mistimed the nair, or did, like, kind of like a wrong one, I guess. But even then, this was, like, really gambly. It was just, like, laser at, like, kind of a distance where there's no way you're going to be able to get to him, and then just nair, and he's, like, at 0, basically, you know? Or, like, close to 0. Not exactly at 0, but So he's 11. It's just kind of like, it only works if he jumps. And there's a lot of ways you can fail that position. And I think getting the laser here on Fox in the corner is just a little scary. So I do understand that, but like, I would rather hear you continue playing defensive out of a bad position than, like, commit out of a bad position and guarantee that you're playing a bad mix-up.
Yeah. I'm thinking, like, I could just do shield pressure there instead of that dumbass nair, but, like, that doesn't sound like what you're telling me to do.
You can shield pressure here. It's more that, like, I want you to feel more comfortable just being in the corner.
Okay.
Because, like, at this range, you know, right here, you can fairly reasonably laser again, or
I know.
go to platform here. I don't know, I think there's just... And the shield pressure was also, like, an okay option, because at least if you're doing, like, a really late nair, you have a chance that if you jump in and they dash back, you can kind of see it coming and double jump or something.
Yeah.
It's more about the fact that it was just like an...
I could just laser forward too, right?
Yeah, it was just more about the fact that it was like a hard commitment without anything to really go on. So it creates just like a situation where it's just like purely gambling of like either my nair hits you or you get me, and there's not really a reason why it should go either way, but honestly, a lot of times a nair at 11% is not going to have the same payoff as Fox like grabbing you. Okay, and so the way to kind of DI Fox's up airs, and I don't know everything about it, I don't know the perfect strategy, but this is like a strategy that's worked for me to some extent.
Well,
and it's based... Huh?
I said, well, that's something.
Yeah, and so basically, so you know the up air hits kind of at like a shine angle, like it hits
It's like
kind
80
of
degrees.
this like up angle, right? And so the main goal of Fox comboing you, like from your end, is to get Fox moving one way with a full hop up air. So Fox is like full hop up airing while drifting to the right, and then you want to get hit by the left part of the up air and DI left.
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of like the Marth thing. Like if you probably actually know it from playing Young Link, because you kind of have to do that as Young Link too, where you kind of get him to jump to the right and then you DI left or opposite. Something that's kind of nice.
This is how I think about like Falcon and Pikachu combos, where like Falcon has to like dash up air to get like the follow up, right? So if you like DI his up throw in, then like he can't like do the up air wobble pretty much.
Oh, I see. As Young Link.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And then with Pikachu, it's like he can't really combo off of like his up throw the same way too. If you just no DI his up throw, it's kind of similar. Like you don't want him to be able to dash in that situation. But this is the opposite. Like you want to make him dash so you can DI behind it.
I see what you're talking about. But yeah, and because of Fox's double hit, there's actually an SDI that I came up with that I think that not many people use. But basically, the idea is like it's the same thing, except if you SDI the up air, you can guarantee which side of the up air you're going to get hit on. So, like...
Oh, I see.
If you're here and he does full hop up air and he double hit up airs you here and you SDI left, you'll get the left DI and he won't be able to continue comboing. So that's all I've got. I just do that and I'm like, please, miss, please.
Yeah.
And
how did he set up this up air actually? Can you go back?
Yeah. Okay.
So he's doing this. I was like trying to ambiguous DI to the platform and he just rolled. And then he just hit me on the platform.
Yeah, so I'm going to ignore this. Like him getting this regrab thing. That's just messy melee. So this
spot here,
yeah.
I guess I should just tech.
So the right thing to do here is to tech roll, probably.
Yeah.
Because if you tech roll, you can a lot of times get him to do more of like the dashing thing. Like let's say you're here and you tech roll to the right. He has kind of a hard time dealing with it without doing like a dash full hop up air.
Yeah.
But like the stadium platforms are kind of jank and you're at like the perfect like combo percent. So like it's not a huge deal. It's more that like right here you have to pick a direction and try to get sent that way. But like half the time you will just like miss it. So like this is a pretty reasonable thing to get hit by. I like to hold out on Fox combos until I'm at like 80. Because if he like strong backyards you at 60 here and you're holding out and like away or whatever, you'll probably just get ledge. Like if he just hits you, and if he does these weak hits, and if he does these weak hit things, like you're gonna be what's up?
Yeah, I feel like that's scary if I don't have stage though, because I don't know if I could like actually double jump to the ledge. I feel like I'd have to side B, and it would be a sloppy side B, and he would just hit me.
Yeah, I mean, what happens if you stay on stage though?
Oh, I guess this happens.
Like stage isn't really your friend against Fox combos. Like, either you get like a slide off on like a platform, or you go off stage. You know what Ginger does? Ginger literally just holds out. He'll just let Fox combo him off. Like, he just holds out. And he lets Fox hit up air shine. You know, Fox does the up air and then full hop out shine, and then he just recovers off of that. And it is a little annoying to do that because you can get like gimped or edge guarded. Yeah. But a lot of times, like, he'll just recover. You know, every once in a while he'll recover, and he only took like 30 damage. So it definitely has some value to it, just like DIing off stage and going for like the recovery. Because if the Fox is super duper perfect cracked, like, it's really hard to like just get out of their combo on stage, especially on Stadium. Like on Dreamland, it's a little different, where you pretty much just want to only DI in on Dreamland, because Fox can't kill you with like up air. Like, he's just not gonna kill you with any kind of vertical combo early. So it's like, then there's maybe a little bit of a chance to DI in, but on Stadium, it's a lot of times better to just go off stage and do a side B. Like, you have these nice platforms, like pretty low platforms you can side B onto, or go to edge and do mix-ups with canceling to edge and all kinds of stuff. There's like options, whereas like if you just hold in, like, he's just gonna kill you. He's just gonna get like an up smash at like 85 and you die. Not really 85, but okay. Okay, shield pressure. Looks like you maybe messed up like a wave dash here or something. I'm not sure what it was. Right here.
Yeah, I was probably just disoriented from missing the double shine.
Mm-hmm. Stuff like this. This is actually something that's really important for Falco. Like, let's say like right here.
Yeah.
You have to prioritize movement over anything else. A big buff of Falco in this matchup, or like a big strength, is that he's kind of slippery. From the Fox perspective, it's kind of hard to like exactly pinpoint where he's going to be in neutral and put out your move there. And a lot of times, if you even slightly mess up the spacing, Falco will kill you. So
this is off of a deck chase, right? Was I like not watching?
Let me see.
He like knocks me over with shine, and I'm
like
right outside the camera.
Yeah.
So he just kind of goes over there.
It's specifically right here where you do this shine laser. Like right here. Just like move. Just wave dash out or full hop or do something. Just change your position. Because look at like the way he sets this up. He's setting it up on where you are. So right here, he's setting up on where you are, and then he goes back, and he's still setting up on your exact position right here. Yeah. But if you just move, Fox would have to like completely redo his like mental checks, kind of, or his calculations of like where you are and what you might be doing. So just moving in panic situations, and just, you know, move and hold down is really, really useful. More so than trying to like win the scramble without like dashing. Like with just like in place winning the scramble is not that good against Fox in particular.
Yeah.
Okay, I might go through a little bit quicker, I think. Okay. Minor optimization, but always running shine here.
Yeah, I agree. I could even probably running shine to the mistech after.
Mm-hmm.
I think the down tilt was supposed to be something completely different.
No worries. weird tech. Nice. Okay.
I think the narrow out is funny.
Yeah, like there wasn't a lot you could do there. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
have to watch
skip
this
this.
game at all.
Oh, it's so long. It's like the entire
Not my
world.
fault. He didn't know how to kill me at all.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you. Okay. So far, the biggest thing that stands out to me is that you like aren't aggressive at taking positions well enough. Like for instance, like here, you're playing really passive over here, and it's like as if Fox is this far away, Falco can be crazy active, like approaching lasers and stuff like that. So I think you have a little bit of an issue with that. Whereas like a lot of times when you're kind of aggro, you're not down to as much be aggro to pressure. You kind of are more aggro to like you're really going for the hit. And then the other thing is you're just not very like mobile. And I'll take a look at it on this stage because this one at least has a top plat. But what I'm hoping to see is like a lot of like changing stage position because the last match I watched it looked like your Falco was a little bit like stuck in place. Hey, so that's good. This approaching laser I think is good. Let's go. Okay, read on the full hop. So all these lasers up till now are good. I like these a lot. This laser down air is like you're trying to skip a step, kind of. Where like you played the neutral really well up till now, but this when you land this laser, this is not an opening. Like you're still one step away from an opening. So you got the laser outplay, which was good. The next step is to pressure Fox to try to get an opening, not get an opening. And so you just need to make sure you include that middle step of like, here's where you shield pressure or bait out an up tilt or bait out a spot dodge, etc. Or like you're trying to get a pressure here, not a hit. So by going for the hit, you kind of skip the step. Whereas this, if you did a late nair here, you'd be in a fantastic position. Or even if you lasered and did a little dash dance right here, he's kind of in a rough spot. But because you instantly commit the attack, I get my opening now, it's like it's greedy. It ends up being greedy.
I think I judged the frame advantage like completely wrong because he's like really close to the ground when he gets hit by the laser.
Yeah, so he gets the no impact land.
Yeah.
I freaking hate the no impact land off.
I'm also shooting really low is the thing, so like I should know that.
Yeah.
Like, all those lasers are really low.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it's just sort of like in general, if he was high enough for this to work, the dare would have been the wrong choice. Because you would have hit him before he landed.
No, because he has to land for 4 frames, right? Or he jumps away.
So, but the fact that you're going for the empty land window is a little crazy.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like you don't even know. Like he could run into this laser at so many different like heights. Like he could run into it with the bottom of his body. He could run into it like there's just a lot of options for exactly when this could hit. And being like, oh, he has 4 frames of landing lag in there, so like the downer should be fine. Is just kind of like hoping.
Yeah.
It's good to know that he does have the 4 frames of landing lag in there, but like, just think about the fact that Fox knows it too. Fox knows that there's some vulnerability here. Like you're both recognizing like Fox isn't getting hit with this laser. Like, psh, I'll no impact land. That thing was way too low. Like no Fox is actually going to be able to calculate that. It's like impossible to like notice that quickly. But like he does feel like he's at a disadvantage here. So you just want to push the disadvantage rather than capitalizing immediately.
Yeah.
It's like you're like spending the first. It's like you make $10 and you spend $10. And it's kind of like you want to build it up a little bit more so that you can spend it on like you can spend $100 and kill Fox rather than trying to just like get the tiniest advantage and then be like, all right, gimme, Okay. Let's see here. Make sure the reaction tech chase in the corner.
Yeah.
It's just like a thing.
Yeah, no, I understand. I know how it works.
Like Mango combos Fox exactly like this every time to get the tech chase in the corner. So I'm really happy about the Nair. Just remember to RTC there.
Do you think like I don't know, if he rolls in, do I really just settle for the forward smash though?
No, running shine.
On roll in, like on reaction?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or dash JC shine.
Yeah,
or
that spacing the JC shine works, but
or up tilt. Just something that like lets you keep comboing.
Yeah.
I like the shine the most though. Okay. Nice. 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 Great Nair. I like the Nair a lot. A little bit of an automatic roll out of the corner.
Yeah.
I really like being more like I would much prefer to be kind of on like the inner side against Fox than the outer side.
Yeah, what was happening to me all week this week was like I felt like every stock I played against Fox, he'd be invincible and I would shield and he would grab me. I played against like a few Fox players and I felt like that happened to me like 100 times. So like I shielded kind of on instinct and I think I panicked like as soon as I shielded. I was
well, they can't really grab you on like the platforms, right? Like I feel like
I was on the ground though and I think I was just still holding it.
Oh, so I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That angle was a mistake too. I wanted to go ledge.
You raged.
Yeah. Definitely, I lost my lead.
I just saw you in the cam. Gah! It's like, okay. No worries. Let's go. Okay, great read. A little bit of a mistake, but...
Yeah. I messed up like 5 times, but I still kept hitting him until like the 5th time.
Yeah. Don't drift in on this back air. Just do it in place.
Okay. Yeah,
if you do it in place, it's unpunishable. So.
I think I did it with the A button.
I see. Okay.
I've been clawing a lot of stuff. Like, I've been like doing claw for like more and more things.
I mean, you don't need to claw frame 1 Falco aerials. Like, you can definitely get to the C stick in 5 frames.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
But I mean, it's up to you. It doesn't really matter.
I have to practice like doing it better regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I also picked up a horrible habit of like up tilting every ledge dash like a month ago.
I see. It happens.
It's like
those are the things you don't need my help to get rid of.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, just slight mistake on the down air. Okay. Dude. Okay, what is happening? I'm just getting, I'm like...
No, tell me.
I'm just getting kind of confused of like, what... Like, you keep setting up laser situations where you immediately, like, get hit. And I'm just trying to understand, like, why. Okay, so let's look at this right here. Okay, right after he misses. Come down with this. You hit him away. Okay, you get this laser. Why does the full hop hit you? Like, it's like you auto-inputted the second laser, I guess? But it's
looking at Fox is hard. He's like...
True, he's really fast.
Of the camera. Yeah, he's out of the camera, and he's moving, like,
up
really fast.
Okay, so I'll forgive you for that one. So then, let's see. There's another one that comes up immediately, like that. So... this might be because you're not used to this, but basically, so approaching laser on Fox is pretty bad. I basically don't use it. I only use it when I'm like, I don't know the word. Like I'm kind of just like I already know I'm gonna win. Like I'm playing against someone who's like kind of worse than me. That's when I'll approaching laser Fox. I do not go for approaching laser on Fox under pretty much any other circumstances. And there's a bunch of reasons for it. It's like, first of all, he can just hit you out of your approaching laser really easily because he's so fast. And then second of all, he can make this other decision, which Lucky messes up slightly here, but that KJH hits every time, where they do dash back, power shield, short hop back air, and they can combo off the approaching laser. So you need to be really careful that if you do an approaching laser at this distance, you need to immediately like dash back out of it, no matter what, pretty much, because if he power shields it, you get the SDI or ASDI back and you'll avoid the back air. So if you've already made this decision, you just got to be really careful that like the back air is probably going to be coming. Like against, so that looks more like an inexperience problem where it looked like you were kind of like, whoa, where'd that come from? But it's like,
yeah,
the
he's
foxes
also out of the camera in that one, which I'm seeing this now and it's bothering me a lot.
Let me see. Not really. Like, you know where he is.
Yeah.
Like, you see him roll.
That's true. I mean, you don't think lasering there is good at all?
I think that lasering here is okay, but you need to know that this power shield back air thing is coming. Like, this is the most common option that Fox has here. I feel like this is kind of an example of that thing coming up again, where like you want it from anything. So like this happens, and you're like, oh, this is like an opening for me. But you just need to be a little bit more careful that it's like a pressure, because like if you did this, like if you do this laser here and you do dash back afterward, then maybe you just get to punish this. But you're not looking for the dash back. You're like, you rolled and I'm approaching lasering and I'm gonna get the shine out of it, you know? And it's like, you didn't really like earn the shine out of it yet. Like if the game was simple enough for you to kind of just see a roll and laser at it and shine and get the opening, like this would be a very simple video game, you know?
Yeah.
So it comes off as like a little like overextension or like a little bit greedy in some aspects. I can see why you wanted to get a lesson, because you are at a confusing point in kind of like what you should do next. Like I can definitely feel that, where you're kind of doing a lot of stuff pretty decently and you're kind of following the plan, but then like the effectiveness isn't like 100% there. Let's see. This is okay. At high percent, I basically exclusively camp with laser, back air, and jab.
Laser back air, yeah.
I just camp. Like, because basically, like, if Fox tries to approach you, a lot of times the jab will be safe. But if you approach with it, you get too close to him with it a lot of times. And you'll end up just getting punished for it.
Yeah, I'm also down a lot, so, like...
You're really not down that much. Like, you're down 1 kill and a stock.
I suppose. I suppose I'm Falco and he is Fox.
Yeah, like, if you really shouldn't be seeing this as, like, a giant lead. Maybe now it's looking pretty bad, but, like, when you were at low percent, like, that's, like, an extremely doable lead. Or, like, like, all it takes is that you basically get 1 hit in. So, like, let's say you just get 1 hit in, and then you're 1 stock behind. And it's like, if you were ever going to win a game by 1 stock, it would mean that at some point during the game, you took 2 stocks before he took 1 stock.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's not very unreasonable to just get a kill and then win the game if you're at low percent on last stock. It's just not really, like, a good point. It's not a good idea to, like, kind of give up there or be like, oh, well, I played differently because there was, like, a big lead. If this was 4-1, then I agree. But 3-1 is super doable. Okay. So I think we can probably go through this set again and look at the edge guarding. My general impression is...
I have an idea of, like, how I need to do it better, I think, for some of the situations.
Okay, like, go ahead, and I'll respond after that.
So I need to do the down air lower, like, to cover his lowest angle pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's like one of them where I do the double lasers and I like down smash even though the second laser actually hits his side B. I think like sometimes I can actually do that better and like not throw the down smash when I don't need to, but like I messed it up. Um, and then there was one where he did the high angle and then like came down and I just did the forward smash like a little bit too late, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Either too late or too early. I don't remember. I don't know what else there was that you might be thinking of.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just gonna go through and just look at each of the individual edge guards and just mention like, okay, probably
Yeah,
do this here, like just kind of specific stuff. But in
yeah.
terms
I
of
missed like 3 or 4, I think.
in terms of general stuff, okay, there's kind of what's the best way to describe this? There's a lot of pieces of Falco where when Falco beats Fox, you expect to see them in the game. And I'm not seeing almost any of those in this set, and I think that is probably why you're struggling so much. So, for example, there were no bread and butters. I did not see a single down air shine, forward smash,
Yeah.
or anything even remotely like resembling that the entire time, like for all 3 games, and that is like a really clear problem. Like that should be like the first thing that jumps out to you when you are analyzing a Falco versus Fox set in particular. Is like there's no bread and butters. Like that's crazy. This matchup is so entirely dependent on the fact that you get that heavy combo into the kill, or you get the heavy combo into the edge guard, and like I need to see more of like you're on a platform and maybe you get a shield drop shine or something, and then he dies, whether it's from a combo kill or from an edge guard. Like it doesn't need to be happening every stock. Like that would mean you're the most cracked Falco to ever live, and that'd be nice. But like it needs to be happening. Like it needs to be clearly like oh, he didn't get bread and buttered this stock because of reasons, not like where are the bread and butters? I can't find them. That type of thing. So like I think the focus really needs to be on hitting those and like getting the number of bread and butter type combos per game up. That's like a huge point. Another one is that there weren't any CC shines or even CC shine attempts on like him full hop naring. And there were no up tilts on full hop. Like you didn't really get any like baiting him into full hop and then up tilting it type thing. It's up tilt or like CC or whatever. There weren't like a lot of like full hop baits into stuff like that. And that is kind of like another sort of red flag. Is like, wait, where are the up tilt or like where are the full hop counter hits? You know, and so it's like I'm not seeing like consistent edge guarding, and I'm not seeing the bread and butters, and I'm not seeing you punish full hops with anything other than the full hop shine reads, which are good. Like you have the full hop jump shine read thing down, but I need to see the up tilts countering the full hop, and I need to see the bread and butters, and then a lot of times with your lasers, you're not willing to convert lasers into pressure. You want lasers to convert into openings, and so that ends up coming off as a little greedy. So you have kind of this combination of like you do well with the lasers in neutral, but you convert, like trying to go beyond just lasering him a lot of times ends up with you getting hit or you getting punished, and so that's like a little bit of a disconnect where like the lasers should be continuing to let you like mount an advantage rather than getting reversaled. And so like when you're playing neutral, a lot of times your advantage, like I said, will lead to you getting hit. And so when you're an advantage, you get hit, and when you're a disadvantage, you know, a lot of times you'll get hit anyway because that's disadvantage. That's not good. So a lot of like that's already working against you, and then you're not getting bread and butters, so that is super duper working against you. And it's like, well, if you're not hitting bread and butters and your neutral openings aren't really converting, or your neutral advantages aren't converting to openings correctly, that's just like a losing game, you know?
Yeah.
So like I
I'm
think,
getting roasted.
dude, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like you need to focus harder on like what
Uh-huh.
good, like what winning Falco looks like, and try to be like winning Falco harder rather than
Mhm.
playing it kind of just whatever comes up. Like trying to force more of like, I know that Falco gets these, downer shines. These need to happen for me, and like really forcing that is important. So yeah, so just going over it again and just sort of pointing out where those things come up is like, um, so the lasers are good, but then like I said, you'll either get an advantage out of the lasers and kind of not really do anything with it for being too greedy, or you're going for like kind of unsafe lasers like this, where you like this is just sort of the separate part of the game, which is like when you're lasering, sometimes you get opened up or whatever, and that's like another whole thing. But I don't think it's your primary weakness. I think in terms of like basic laser spacing and kind of getting an advantage with laser, you're fine for where you're at. So I wouldn't worry too much about stuff like this at the moment. Although like putting yourself in the corner was something I mentioned. But okay, so then you're kind of fighting it out in kind of like a weird situation. You take a bunch of damage, and then you just get like wake up comboed, and then it's edge guarding, and you die. Okay. So next stock, kind of just naring and stuff, not really looking for the bread and butter. Like, the fox should get the sense all the time. All the time, the fox should feel like you're hunting for shine, almost like you're like hunting for like a rest. And it's not necessarily that you're always just dash JC shining over and over everything, but you need to like, there needs to be an understanding between both you and the fox that like you're trying to shine him no matter what, and he needs to play around that shine. Whereas these nairs are more just kind of aimless hitting. They're not. You should either be shining or threatening a shine at pretty much any point. And so the nairs aren't giving you a lot. You get caught in kind of this tech chase wake up thing. You get comboed a bunch. She's going off this stock, just doing whatever he feels like, and it works because it's Fox. Okay, and then you come back, and so this was fine, although like this is not the best shield pressure with like the downer thing, but at least you're like
I agree.
kind of going for the shield pressure, so it's not too bad. I also don't see any rolls on the full hops. Like if Fox full hops here and you don't like, if basically I think of it as like if Fox does like 10 full hops, I am planning on countering 0 full hops. Like my plan is to stalemate every full hop with a roll or a full hop over or a wave dash out or whatever. I do not want him to be able to hit me with a full hop ever. And then what I do is like every 10 times or so, like literally like once every 10 times, Fox will do a full hop that I kind of predicted in my head, and so I kind of knew he was going to do it. And then I'll be like, oh, I can just like up tilt that or whatever, But I need more like direct stalemating on the full hops. That'd be great, because you want to sort of preserve that even or better thing where you don't play into situations you don't want. Because a lot of the game so far has been him presenting a spot and you fighting it out. Like, so you presented this spot, but then here it's like you're kind of playing on his terms, and then you back off to here and everything is still on his terms. And it's like, yeah, he has an advantage. Now it's still on his terms because you're just kind of trying to hit him because he's right next to you. Like that whole battle was still on his terms. So now it's on your terms, and now you're doing well, and you almost got the kill there. But okay, and then you get reversaled, and then you die. So it was like he got those 2 combos, and then he got like the reversal. There's been no like Falco combos to speak of yet. And then you got that one, but he kind of got like this crazy DI on it that's perfectly put him in a position. There's a few things, I guess you could just forward smash or forward tilt here, go for like an edge guard. Okay, then this happens. Okay, this approaching laser shine is good. Like, it's good what happened, but ultimately, like, this is kind of like a gamble thing I was talking about. Like, I'm not a huge fan of this approaching laser, but like, if you found a spot where you read him correctly and it worked, then you got your shine. That's what matters. You got the shine. But yeah, so it's like you get the shine though, and it doesn't end in the bread and butter at all. It just kind of gets out, and like that will happen. But if it's happening almost every time, it's not going to add up well. And then this was really good, I think. Although you miss it a little bit, but you clean it up. And look at how big of a difference things are. Like things almost start to like turn around as soon as you get like one good combo. like during this, you're like, oh, okay, things aren't so bad. And it's like, how about if that was every time you hit him, this happened? It would feel a little bit different. Yeah, so I would say there was like one combo for you, like that game, like one kind of Falco combo, one sort of bread and butter type situation. And then, okay, so let's go over this game. Okay, you get the jump shine, but nothing came of it. You get the laser advantage, but you kind of do that weird pressure again. And you're kind of trying to hit him with some moves, and like the up throw nair and stuff, like these are fine. These are lowish percent, like nothing wrong with going for those. And then solid combo, but then you missed the reaction tech chase. Okay, weird jump out of the corner. And then like, dude, like this stuff, this just, imagine if like every stock had something like this in it. It'd be great. So that was good. You got like, that's one combo so far for the game. Okay, nice jump read. You get your combo, but it doesn't really end up, it's like not a bread and butter, right? It's still like a weird one. I like what I would try to do in a situation like this is try to make it more bread and buttery. So you kind of.
I think I tried to JC shine him again after the shine.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like, if I early down air, it probably won't combo into another shine.
Yeah, the up tilt here with the shine is totally fine.
Yeah, but I think I literally just messed up somehow. Like I missed the Y button.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying this is what you intended to do. It's just the result is like another not of good Falco combo type thing. Like 42 damage on a combo for Falco on Fox is like clearly a failed combo. Yeah, you get another opening there, but it doesn't lead to anything. Get hit out of the laser, it happens. Ledge dash up tilt is kind of a meme.
Yeah.
Okay, that was all good. I like all this. And it wasn't, so this is like the second layer of combo where it's like this isn't the bread and butter, but it's like a solid, conversion.
Yeah. That time I did the reaction tech chase.
Yeah, and I think that these are the type of these are the type of combos that like let you personally beat all the people you're currently beating. Where they're like not the bread and butters, they're not the best type of combo, but you hit people a couple times, you get them into a bad spot, you play the advantage state and you kill them. But these are supposed to be like the backup combos. Like this is supposed to be the combo that you get when you couldn't get the bread and butter, and it feels like this is more the type of combo you just sort of do. Like it's the more common type of combo for you. And that's something to think about as sort of like that's not good. Doing the combo is great, but it needs to be a little bit more like that should be your secondary type of combo rather than like your primary type of combo. Okay, yeah. So let's see, the match is almost over. Yeah, and like then this type of combo is also like a secondary type of combo where it's kind of like, yeah, like I kind of wish they were already dead, but I can hit them a few times here. Like, it works, but it's not like the type of combo that Falco is like one of the best characters in the game because of. Okay.
I swear nobody's ever teched that.
Yeah, it was a nice tech.
Doesn't happen to me.
Okay. Generally like the way you're playing this, despite the couple overcommitments, but not too bad. I just camp it really, really, really hard. I don't try to hit them. So it's like you can kind of tell that like if you're in this position, how does Falco win this? Falco wins this by like Fox comes back, gets shined, gets comboed to death, comes back again, gets shined, gets like suicide downer comboed or something. Like it's doable for Falco, but only if you do these bread and butters. If there's any idea that like, oh, Falco will do a 40 damage combo and then he'll do an up tilt and he'll miss the tech chase, but he'll set up an advantage where he gets a forward throw into an edge guard. You know, like that's not gonna you're never gonna win the match if that's like your method for killing Fox, kind of. Okay, so you get this kind of bread and butter, but it just you get 44 damage. So it's like this is your opportunity right here instead of up tilting to shine again and probably get like something really big. The up tilt here is fine as long as you're like willing to combo or like try to tech chase off of it. Like you're really good. I don't really like the up tilt here, but like doesn't matter. You get the miss tech. Like you can make this work, but it has to work. And the fact that it's like I know it's in tournament, it's hard, but like that is just the ultimate truth of it. Is like if those don't get you to like a kill on Fox, you literally just like cannot accumulate value fast enough to beat Fox before he up air back airs you to death. Like there needs to be some kind of Falco based advantage, and if you don't really have like those killer punishes on the bread and butters, it's just like a big struggle. And if you watch any set where me or Ginger or Mango, whatever, we win really strongly in the Falco Fox matchup, I guarantee you there is not a single VOD of that where we're not getting down air, nair, down tilt, down air, and nair forward smash, and all these kinds of things. Like those need to just be like happening like a lot. Let's see. Okay, we have about 10 minutes left. What are your thoughts? What do you want to do or talk about or go over? Because I feel like we can go over the edge guards in here if you want, or we can do something else. It's kind of up to you.
Let me think. I mean,
because I do feel like I kind of made like my main points about it already. Like I kind of like.
Yeah, I think so.
you're like licking your wounds. You're like, ow.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I guess I need to hit Fox in some more high value ways, and then also just have better tech skill when that happens.
And you need to be more the word I always talk about in this matchup to myself is ruthlessness. And like you need to just be like so like disciplined. Like it needs to just be like this situation is 99% of what I want. I'm not taking it. You know, like it's really tough to play like that. But this matchup requires so much like chaos mitigation. Like Fox has like 27 ways to knock down into a tech chase, which gets him a kill. You have like 3 ways to hit Fox that actually hits him as hard as him getting a knockdown. And so it's kind of like Fox gets to play in this more open-ended, creative way, and Falco has to play the matchup like extremely disciplined and like to the letter and all this kind of thing, at least as like a basis. You can add in a little bit of the swag or like a little bit of pressure or creativity on top of it, but it's very much like playing like some way that I describe it is like in the Falco versus Fox matchup, Falco does not play like a spacey. Falco plays like a spacey in like a lot of his other matchups where he's kind of fast and he's kind of putting on the pressure and he's kind of crushing. But like Falco versus Fox is like you're kind of like the Sheik. Like you're definitely like the slower character and you're trying to sneakily outmaneuver Fox to get an opening, not like it's not like a spacey versus spacey feeling from the Falco end. It might kind of look like that to an observer, but there's like a lot of those sort of like this situation is kind of muddy, but like maybe I can get something, you know, like that's kind of for the Fox. Like that's not really for us. Like as Falco, it's like if a situation is a little bit messy, it's better to roll away than deal with it, because Fox just heavily wins off of chaos in this matchup to like a ridiculous degree. Let's see, what else was I gonna say? Also, like, moving more to kind of like make Fox feel less consistent, I think is important.
Yeah.
Just sort of moving more in general will kind of throw Fox off while you're trying to land your stuff. Yeah, I guess just to like review it again, I think the lasers are pretty solid. They could use a little bit of work, but everybody's can. I don't really think those are the big weakness. What I want more of is I want your aerials to hit Fox as like a punish. And because I'm pretty sure in these matches, you basically hit like no whiff punishes. Even excluding you doing stuff like up tilting the full hop, which I think is really big and you're kind of missing. It's like you're not, like you didn't bait out a laser turnaround up tilt. You didn't like bait out. The only one you kind of do is like the full hop, and you full hop shine it. So it's good that you do that. But like, there weren't any times where Fox like whiffs a nair and gets hit, or like whiffs a drill and gets hit, or like there's a lot of situations that happen to me when I'm at like knockdown percent and Fox is spamming that like full hop weak nair thing, that I'll full hop as just when Fox full hops, and then you come down on Fox with a down air. Sometimes when Fox does like an aerial, you can do wave dash in shine to like pressure or like hit after the aerial. And a lot of times when you're hitting Fox, it's kind of like he's kind of close to you, and you'll just sort of put out like your aerial of like, there's a reasonable number of situations branching from this situation where Fox gets hit with this aerial. Or I feel like maybe he'll jump out of shield now, you know, that type of feeling. And a lot of them aren't like on situations where you got the win, like Fox whiffed his aerial and you destroyed him, or Fox whiffed his grab or his up smash and you destroyed him. Those need to be happening more. That needs to be more of the basis. I feel like you almost like have skipped that, where you're kind of like, okay, yeah, like all that stuff is already kind of automated. We both kind of understand it, so I'm not really going to worry about it, and I'm kind of assume that I'm not going to get a whiff punish and that I'll need to win off of like a pure mix-up in neutral type thing. And it skips over a lot of... It's like if Zane just assumed that he would never be able to dash back grab people. And he's just like, you're not going to give me dash back grab. You're not going to give me shield grab. So I just like won't really bother looking for those. But part of what makes playing against Zane so hard is that like sorry about the Facebook messages, but he's playing you at a super high level, and then at the same time he's really prepared for you to do something dumb and give him that base level like grab or like dash back grab or shield grab.
Yeah.
And so I don't really get that feeling from your Falco, where it's kind of like you're just waiting for Fox to slightly miss space or miss time or misjudge so that you can get a shine and kill him. It's very much like, well, Fox won't let any of that stuff work, so I just need to, read him jumping or something like that. And it's just like not true. There needs to always be that kind of basis of whiff punishing and punishing his bad choices that like is carrying you through ultimately. And if he gets under pressure and makes one mistake, then you can kill him for that, that type of thing. I think you're sort of missing that part a little bit, and it kind of ties in with the bread and butters and stuff like that.
I think I whiff punished his like neutral, like his short hop nair with like the backflip a couple times.
Okay, that's true. I do remember seeing that. Yeah.
That just popped into my head. But
okay.
He held down and just like went across the stage and then instantly like face rolled back into me both
times.
I
see. I'm looking for stuff like he full hop drills and you do dash dance, dash dance down air, or you get dash dance approaching laser shine, or you do wave dash shine to hit his stuff. Like, I just want to see more like you punishing him for bad decisions and then punishing him like really, really hard. And especially trying to punish him in like standard ways. Like, there's a reason why down air shine, forward smash, you know,
Yeah.
is so standard. It's because it works really well. And so rather than being like kind of creative in your combos or whatever, I really want you to like try to force the most basic version of every combo. Okay, I think that's kind of all I have to say on it. I think it's pretty clearly laid out what you need to work on. Any final thoughts or questions?
No, I think that's good.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, sorry for kind of going in on you, but
No, that's good.
we got to tear out all the bad stuff so that you can get all the good stuff in the same spot. But all right, man. I will talk to you later then. I hope you have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right,
see ya.
Good luck.